Shoko.
Oh.
6229 Wallingford Drive, Fort Worth, Texas. These are the pathetic individuals who wasted a lot of her time and possibly allowed the true multiple serial killers to go off by misdirecting efforts, which was largely campus police, which I can't say is or medicine police. They're small town cops. Not just cast aspersion on small town cops, but they don't have near the situation, the expertise that they do in New York or in Los Angeles. And as a matter of fact, I've been a consultant to the Superior Court of California's Los Angeles County for victims of violent crime.
Oh, I see.
So I gave you Miss Shulkov. She's not a pitiable situation, having developed a neurosis here, which has given her a lot of wasted time and misdirection. And if anything, I'm probably about the last person that would be involved in it. It's a student, and the only students I had anything to do with was one very fine young lady with a philosophy major, and she kept writing me for some time, but I'm afraid I lost track of her. Her name was Ayamara Kranz, K-R-A-S-T-S. I think it's a Slavic name, or either Yugoslavia or Latvia or Lithuania, one of those countries. When I heard that some student was damaged, I was worried about Ayamara because I felt when her long bicycle rides at night, I mean, she's always meticulously dressed in white trousers and jacket and everything. And I wrote these long letters talking about her philosophical problems. She's very neat penmanship. A person of worth. And I don't know what the potential might have been of this Christine person, but the person I never met, nor did he ever meet this Linda Shulka.
Well,
is this the name that you're familiar with this person?
I think I've seen Miss Shilko's name a couple times.
Pardon? What did you say?
I apologize. I think I've come across her name a couple times just while I was researching the victims for the Capital City case.
You spoke with several victims? In other words, was this the serial killer thing that was in an adjacent county from which Miss Rothschild had come originally?
Yeah, that's right. She's supposedly one of the victims of this the serial killer who was active in Madison from 65 to 87.
Well, there was on the DVD referral to a serial killer in another county, adjacent county, I guess it was. And you talk about several victims. I had only heard about this one person who was a similar name to my friend from Berkeley, the real Rothschild family, the international financiers. As a matter of fact, interesting thing came about for one of my friends who was a registered Stanford, made movies for a lot of popular people like the State Department and the Saudis in Arabia. He made political movies for them. This was Dustin Holmquist, a Swedish family who came to this country in 1830 and bought a ranch up in the area was now the big air base up there, Lompoc. And when his father was in the Air Force as a colonel, he had over 200% replacements both for his unit, his fighter pilot, Anzio from North Africa. And his school that he was with was a country school mastered by a French cavalry officer. And of course, this was after the war had concluded. Dustin got into this interesting school. But he met some of the people who ran France and have for the last 1,000 years. And the Bilderberg group, so-called because of a hotel really family problems in the New York area. I mean, they make the mafia look like tiddlywinks. We have international power you wouldn't believe. And anyway, the thing came up that why did Napoleon lose at Waterloo? Well, it just so happened that Marshal Grouchy, who was in charge of the Northern Corps at the Waterloo site, failed to enter the fray from the north. And that was after Marshal Grouchy received a carrier pigeon from the northwest, from Rothschild's Bank of England. Interesting.
Very interesting.
That went back. So the Bilderberg Group, or whatever you want to call them, have been at it for a long time. And I might add you, that's something else. That the group meeting they had of the Bilderberg, so-called Bilderberg Group in New Jersey, I guess was Trenton. Guess who was number 121? None other than Hillary.
Okay.
And she's another hypocrite. Pretends to be for the little man, but she's not. She and Bill Clinton were feathering their own nest, even with silverware from the White House when they left. Did you know that?
I didn't. I did not know that.
See, these are the things that a lot of people don't know about because they don't read. Or they get distracted by stuff like this pathetic Miss Shoko. She ought to just take a big breath and realize that she's wasting her time and maybe even contributed to failure to find the serial killers responsible for this Rothschild and others. There are even some radio programs on serial killers.
Was there?
They're quite popular now in the 30-1 late night performances. Well, I'm not interested in criminality. I'm a trauma surgeon, World War II, disabled veteran, and had some interesting positions. It made some very interesting connections in the years to which I'm
No, it sounds like.
grateful for having done this, but I haven't followed up any prosecution of Ms. Shoko because I think she's a pathetic result of dirty college politics in Wisconsin.
I see.
And I gave you some interesting thing there. I don't remember the name of the chief of surgery. He was gray-haired now, but Carreri was certainly there, and he was a string puller, and he was pushing this new cancer drug 5-fluorouracil, and his little henchman Macman, who was a exploitationary example of a hangers-on. But he was doing whatever kind of work he could to exalt the position of Dr. Carreri, the successive professor of surgery after Dr. Hickey. Was deposed for screwing up in the operating room. And that just goes to show, actually, because he was an ingrown product. He was a residency program at Wisconsin. And he made some comments about that. I didn't close the belly sandwich either. Well, hell, I had surgeons who put in shadows